Morning.
Morning.
The day has come.
Time to go home.
It's home time.
Yeah.
6:30 alarm.
It's now 2 minutes to 8 and we have to be out there coming at 8.
Yeah, and I think we're about ready.
Yeah.
Just ready to go. Got 4 hours to kill on the ship.
Yeah.
Till we're picked up at midday.
Been about 12:15, so we have to be off at 12.
Yeah. So it's been a fantastic cruise, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant. So I'll show you one last time our view, and then we'll end up going and
catch up in a bit.
We'll see you in a bit then. So see you in a bit.
Bye.
As promised, one final look from the balcony. It's a bit noisy this morning. Look at that though. Definitely won't look like this in the morning. Gorgeous, isn't it? Soak it all in before we go. Come on then, let's hit the road. One last look at the cabin. It's a bit trash now, but look at this. Though it's always the saddest part, isn't it?
Later today, some other lucky people are going to have this cabin.
Yeah, it's been a good cabin for a week. Ugh, I'm stalling now because it's 8 o'clock and we've got to go. Say bye, Adam.
Bye, Adam.
See you in a bit. We found a Christmas duck. Part of the quackers. Here we go. One last look at Tenerife. I do make myself laugh though. One last look, like we're never going to come back. One last look of everything. That sun breaking through is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. It's just knowing what to do now for 4 hours. I mean, you've got the whole use of the ship. So we're going to have breakfast. It's 8 o'clock, so everybody gets kicked out at 8. So I'm presuming at the minute breakfast would be quite busy. So we might wait around for an hour, then go and get breakfast. That is stunning though, isn't it? There you go. P O Azura is back. It seems quite empty in port today, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's still quite early though, isn't it?
It's still very early. Still love them houses halfway up that hill. Could you imagine living like that? It seriously feels like we've just been dropped off. Can't be time to go home. Just means you've had a good holiday. It's a very, very busy working port, isn't it? Look at that, that's probably what Titanic used to look like years ago. It's a very big city though, isn't it? I suppose you can go and get some breakfast. Right, until next time. This is the walk you get when you go down to extensions, as I'll call it. Excursions, not extensions. I mean, you can have extensions if you want. Look at this, time to get off the ship. Adam, you sad?
I am, but also now that I know I'm going home.
Want to go home? Right, let's get off. Right, see you for now.
See you soon.
Marella Explorer. We might see you again in February.
We might.
Or we might just buy ourselves the yacht and go on this. Hello, nurse.
What? Hire it out just for us two?
Yeah. It's very nice, isn't it? But however, might not just be the Explorer, it might be that one. So, exciting times, time will tell.
We'll let you know.
Adam, what do you think it is?
We'll let them know later.
quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance drums are calling, but no one heeds their call tonight. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true. As I walk through the streets of my old hometown, I hear sleigh bells ringing in the air. There are Christmas decorations all around. Tonight love and peace are everywhere. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, let your message once again ring true. You are bright and golden. Let it snow, let it snow. Bright and gold. Christmas, oh Christmas, how we long for you. Christmas, oh Christmas, a child is born anew. Christmas, oh Christmas, how...
Hello.
Hello.
Just a quick, well, this is the end video, isn't it? So this is the series final. So just a quick rundown of what we thought of the Marella Explorer Christmas cruise. So, Ad, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it, apart from disappointing of the rain in
The
Lanzarote.
day it rained in Lanzarote was a bit, so we couldn't actually record it a great deal because this camera, as I think I said on the vlog, isn't waterproof.
No,
So,
it's just disappointing, but you know, these things happen.
yeah.
Overall, enjoyed the cruise. I mean, the Explorer's like a second home. isn't
The
it?
cruise was absolutely amazing. The Christmas decorations were amazing. I hope you enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And,
Not just on board, but also out and about, like in
yeah,
Madeira, they were amazing.
Madeira is just such a stunning place. It's almost like it's like a magical island, isn't it? The way it's Funchal is set at the base of the hills, and you've got all these hills literally just that surround it all, and it's just all lit up at night, and it's just so magical. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go back. Oh, I've got some surprising news for you.
Well, we've
But anyway, we'll tell you that at the end, because if you're watching this video, you'll see at the end that we said we're going to let you know what we've decided to do out of the three
options.
options. So we'll let you know what we've decided. But back to Explorer, I mean, dry dock, I didn't really notice any different.
No, I mean you could have on the outside. You would.
It had been,
better.
she'd been painted and stuff like that.
I think there's a couple of new carpets in some of the bars.
Yeah.
It still creaked like anything.
I mean, it creaked like, it creaked worse than me when I got out of bed.
But it's like, as I say, it's like a second home. On a few times. But it's sort of like going on a...
It wasn't particularly rough, it was quite smooth, and we had a few rolling nights, didn't we? But nothing
too bad.
For January, on the Atlantic, you've got to expect it's not going to be,
Mill Pond.
Yeah, it's not going to be totally smooth.
But it wasn't too bad at all. There's no...
It was very windy. It was very warm.
Because even in the theatre, they were still doing the aerial acrobat things, weren't
Yeah, they were still doing all that. So it was nothing really that... It didn't impact the holiday, did it?
No.
At all. And I'm sure, people have had it a lot worse than that. Touch wood.
So yeah, we were fine.
We've never really been too bad. But yeah, I mean, as terms of dry dock, I can't really tell any difference other than the fresh paint and stuff.
Maybe the stuff behind the scenes.
Maybe it's all the engines and everything. But on one night, you could take such black smoke. I was like, oh my god, things are not there. So if they
soot around, wasn't there?
If they did, there was soot this time, which we've never had on Explorer before. But it was literally at night. But I think that's because of that storm that sandstorm that was.
There's stuff in the air blocking
around the Canaries. So instead of going up, all the soot just came down. So it was literally all around
one side of the ship, wasn't it?
One side of the ship, and when you were walking, you could see it, couldn't you? It was all just black soot.
Yeah.
So that was unusual. We've never had that before. So I wouldn't have wanted one of the back balconies because that would have gone onto the back balcony as well. So that could have been all over your stuff if you had it on your balcony. Not that you really should leave stuff on your balcony because it's too windy anyway. Apart from that,
they tried really hard with Christmas, didn't they? With the Christmas market on board. The Christmas pantomime was really good.
The Christmas show at the end was really good and really funny.
Yeah. So it was interesting going.
I'd say it was quite a full cruise.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people on there.
Walking around in shorts and t-shirt with Christmas decorations.
It's very bizarre going away at Christmas when you are walking around in your t-shirts and you're looking at Christmas, decorations and stuff. That's
but it has
very
to be
strange.
done. I mean, it was nice to go and see and always do something a bit different. So if you get the chance, I would say try and do a cruise at Christmas with decorations.
My highlight of the cruise was definitely Madeira and La Palma.
Yeah, La Palma was a nice surprise, wasn't it?
La Palma was gorgeous. And yes, we've watched the Netflix series, and no, it didn't happen when we were there.
No.
And yes, we would go back, and yes, we wouldn't worry about it. So that's got that out of the way. But La Palma was really beautiful. Not particularly very Christmassy, but in terms of it was just a nice island, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had lights up in the town, didn't they? It was quite busy, wasn't it, at one point? And then it all sort of just vanished when the siesta time came.
I think by far the most Christmassy place was Madeira. It was a shame what happened in Gran Canaria, which is just our luck, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's worse things to worry about.
I'm just so pleased we went out in the day to have a look while they were open. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen any Christmas markets open in Madeira. In Gran Canaria.
There wasn't much Christmassy stuff in Lanzarote. I know it was obviously raining, but even inside there was
Lanzarote. But we did go to the coast rather than go to
markets or towns.
Arrecife or something might have had more in there. But we just wanted to go to the coast, as you saw. Hopefully, if you've watched the series, and it rained all day. Absolutely tipped it down, didn't it?
I've never bought an umbrella on holiday before.
I've never bought an umbrella before, but it did absolutely tip it down all day. And it had tipped it down on the ship as well, because when we got back to the ship, it was literally sodden everywhere, wasn't it?
But we spoke to some people who'd gone to the Tigis market,
and
they said they went and came back straight away because it was pouring there as well.
Yeah,
so the whole island was caught in a rain cloud.
We just had a rain day.
Yeah.
And, it started in the morning, it didn't stop, did it? It kind of stopped when we were leaving, so that was pretty much kind of like...
Yeah, well, I think most of the day...
The way the day went, wasn't it?
In the evening it started to slow down. At least it was dry for straight away, which was one thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so highlights for me, definitely the most Christmassy island with Madeira by far. But like I say, I've got a soft spot for Madeira. Yeah, I think it's just a really nice place. I wouldn't necessarily want a holiday on there, if that makes any sense. I have holidayed on there, but I don't know if I'd want to go there every year. I prefer the Canaries for a holiday.
Yeah. It's nice to visit.
But I think Madeira is a lot prettier than the Canaries.
I think depending on where you go.
No, just with the mountains, and I think Fonchol's quite pretty, and I think...
Yeah, I think it's very good. I think some of the Canaries can be really pretty.
Yeah, Canaries. I think Canaries for me though, I would prefer to holiday on the Canaries.
Well, it's just more familiar, isn't it?
Yes, and there's a beach and a nice beach as well, isn't there? As we found out in Lanzarote. We know there's a beautiful beach in Lanzarote. We know there's beautiful beaches in Fuerteventura. We know there's beautiful beaches in Gran Canaria. The only one that it really, for us, hasn't got a beautiful beach is Tenerife.
That's only because they're black.
So because we're not saying a horrible.
They're not pretty, but they're not what you'd expect of a golden.
It seems weird going into the sea with black sand and coming out covered in black sand. It just seems a bit weird.
Yeah, but
That-
loads of people love it. So.
That is just my mentality. It doesn't mean that it's not nice. It is nice. But Madeira definitely highlight, and La Palma, and I'm so pleased we actually finally got to go. I'm a bit annoyed we didn't actually go and see the actual crack that's forming, but
There's no excursion for it.
there was no excursions for it, so I don't know if you just can't go and see it or.
Maybe people maybe not allowed to go there. It's all to do with the science researchers and things.
But anyway, so out of 10, I would give a Christmas cruise probably. Is there any drawbacks to a Christmas cruise?
Well, I think again the weather can be, you don't know because of the time of year.
The weather, the sea state.
Yeah.
Other than that, really, I don't see any. Oh, when you come back, because we came back. When did we come back?
On the 20th.
So you come back and then you straight into Christmas, which doesn't give you any time to actually prepare or get ready for Christmas.
Food, didn't we?
That's the downside. But we managed to get everything done before we went.
Yeah.
So all we had to do was literally just go shopping when we came back.
Yeah.
So make sure, if you do go, make sure you are prepared to get
Yeah.
everything done before you go, other than food shopping.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you are going to be in
There's
one
no
big
time.
mad rush. But other than that, it was absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend Explorer, as we always do. We love Marella cruise ships. So this leads us to our announcement that, and we feel really guilty about this, because our choices were to go back on Explorer, to go on P O Azura, or what was the third one?
Stay on our land holiday that we had booked.
Or stay on the land holiday. As it turned out, we couldn't stay on the land holiday because when we landed, we had a email from TUI saying that there's going to be works carried out in the hotel that we were stopping in.
Had quite a lot of work.
So we rang up and they gave us a full refund.
Yes, yeah, you can have a refund.
We could go to another hotel or we could have another refund. So we just had the full refund. So then the choices were: do we go back on Explorer, which we love, and we've just had a fantastic holiday, don't forget, or do we go on P O Azura? So we bit the bullet.
Well, there's some pros and cons for both, wasn't there? So Explorer, we've just come back off her.
Explorer's a bit of itinerary.
But yeah, it's had more because it went back to like Fuerteventura, La Palma, all of them.
Yeah.
But it was a ship we've literally just come off. And
Yeah.
it had been our fourth time on Explorer around the Canaries.
Yeah.
With P O Azura, we looked at it and the itinerary's not great. There's only 4
No, the
stops.
itinerary's a lot worse on P O.
I think when Gran Canaria, Tenerife,
Madeira.
Lanzarote, Madeira. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you
That's
go
it.
to. But it is a different ship. We've never been on the P O Azura.
No,
So we tried to weigh up. So really, for us, it was the ship of P&O, it's not a new ship, or the itinerary of the Explorer because there's more places.
and because we've literally just done the Explorer and that itinerary, really, we've chosen shock horror P O Azura.
We've gone to the Azura.
So yes, we're not looking forward to the itinerary as much, which sounds a bit weird. We are looking forward to it, but not as much.
It's not as exciting as the Explorer's itinerary.
You've got more sea days, and you've got an overnighter in Tenerife. But this is just we've done P&O Ventura
and P&O Iona.
and P&O Iona, so this is a new chance to go on a P&O ship. Although I'm a bit worried, we've been watching a bit of YouTube, so we've been looking at a few people that we follow, and the Azura. It's not getting great reviews at the moment. Obviously, we'll go with an open mind and see what it's like.
Well, it's a sister ship to the Ventura. We didn't mind the Ventura, did we?
No, but that was a few years ago. People keep saying P&O's cutting corners, but like I say, we'll see. I mean, people say, "Why'd you go on Marella?" Because we love Marella. Do you know what I mean?
You've
And
got to try a different place.
you've got to try.
If we go on it and it's not great, then we'll give you an honest review, and
Yeah.
then may not go back on the Azura. However, until you go on yourself,
Yeah.
you can't really have a true experience, can you? Because people have their opinions, which is fine, and they have their own opinion. But until you go and do it yourself, it's hard to know.
But I always think there's two types of cruising anyway. You've got destination cruising and you've got ship cruising, if that makes any sense. And normally we do destination cruising. That's why we like Marella, because they are quite port heavy, the itineraries, aren't they? So you normally get one day and you're up and about and you're doing stuff. But this time we've not done it. We've gone ship. Literally, this is purely and utterly for a different ship.
Yeah.
And it's a different company. And I get a different model to add to my collection. Always a bonus. But we'll let you know what the P O Azura is like. It's got a lot to live up to if it wants to live up to the Marella Explorer, which I don't think it will, because we've just done Marella Explorer at Christmas.
Indeed.
So it's always a bit more special at Christmas, isn't it? But we'll see you. I just want to say thank you for watching the series if you have watched the series. And if you'd like, subscribe, press notifications, that would be fantastic. That would really help us out. And if you do, we will see you in February on the P O Explorer going around the Canaries.
The P O Azura.
Oh, what did I say?
The P O Explorer.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm getting confused, look. That's my age. We will see you on the P O Azura in February in
Tenerife.
Tenerife.
We join it in Tenerife, don't we? I'm sure we'll see you before then.
I mean, that's another thing. I mean, people say, why are you going back to Canaries? Unfortunately, when you're from the UK,
this time of year, unless you go long haul,
this time of year, you've really only got the Canaries, and we don't want to go long haul really
for a week.
Or every time we go away in February, we don't want to go to a 10-hour flight. So hence, you are kind of like pretty much stuck with the Canaries. When you're stuck, it's like such a hardship, isn't it?
It's where, and it's also where we know the Canaries really well.
I mean, people go back to the same hotel year in, year out.
You're more guaranteed weather. I mean, you're going to have your old blip like we had before. But it's more likely to be warmer there, so that's where we go.
So fingers crossed, everything's going to go swimmingly smooth. But for me and Adam, we'll see. And we'll see you then. We'll see you on... Have we got a hotel this time? Yes, we have. We're going down to Gatwick. So we'll see you on pre-travel day.
Go to Gatwick, so see you
Going
then.
to Gatwick, so see you soon. Bye. And
Bye.
thank you very much for watching the series. Thank you. Bye.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.